Hey guys! Sen Mackey's here, says I'm not missing this one. Heck yeah! Hey! And Bad Max Lad says hydrate. They did send some chats in the waiting room saying they were gonna send some hydrates today, so I'm ready. I got my water. But yeah, how y'all doing today? I know it's been a little while. I didn't stream last week, but I did post a video, so, you know, it kind of evens out. Also, since I'm on the bus, I will leave for 1 second. Yeah, no worries. But good to have you here. Good, good. I'm glad. Well, Gaster, Wing My Ding, or Screed, welcome back. How are you? Actually, let me turn my fan on. I'm already heating up. What's happening to me? The yellow auras? Oh yeah, it's like kind of greeny yellow. Wow. It occurs to me that maybe the music is doubling. I hope it's not, because I have my headphones like right next to my mic. Maybe I'll move it away. Put it over here somewhere. It should be fine, but just in case, I'm just gonna move it away from the mic. Alright. How are y'all? Good to see you all here. There's so many cables today. Just too many. Way too many. What was I gonna say? Let's pop over to here, right? Here we go. Yippee! Okay. So, today I'm working on a silly little sprite, cause if you watch my YouTube videos, you know I only have 3 stupid poses, and I get tired of it. I'm sure y'all get tired of it. So I want to do, a new pose that I've actually had planned for like months, and I just never got around to drawing. Might do some more, but we'll see. So I'm working on this, and I also want to finish my model art soon. Those are like the main art things right now. Have been silking my song. Oh my god. How? I already gotta hydrate. How is the silk songing? Everyone be silking. I saw someone playing in class. Here we go. Bad Max Sled. Here's your hydrate. First hydrate of the stream. Oh, I should move my phone. I have it right under my mic. That's gonna get wet for sure. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not gonna waterboard my phone right now. 1 second. Too many cables, too many electronics. Okay. Was that good? Yeah, when I'm doing capture card stuff, I have 1,000,001 cables. It's too much. Oh, okay. I did not see that. I hope I didn't swear in the time that between you sending that and me seeing it. We gotta watch your language. So let me set a quick 5-minute timer if I can. And then we got another hydrate. So let's drink again. As soon as I find the timer. If I can set it to like not go off in y'all's ears, I will do that. But if not, it'll be a fun surprise. Let's see. Clock. I should have set this up before stream. Timer? You have a 3-minute timer. How long did I say actually? Did I say 5 minutes or 10 minutes? I think it's 5 minutes, right? Let's set that. I don't know if this is gonna go off really loud or not. Sorry. Okay, so was I swearing? I didn't swear, right? I already forgot. As I was setting the timer, I already forgot. Okay, 5 minutes. So that's set, and we're gonna hydrate again. 1 second, okay. Oh, okay. Everyone be silking. I've been spoiled for the final boss, but nonetheless, I'm silking with passion. Hell yeah. Sorry you got spoiled. I know basically nothing about the game, but I know everyone's like super excited. People were saying the joke that I saw that it took me like a good long while to realize was a joke was people saying like, man, it took 7 years to make this game and it's still full of bugs. That one really tickled me. But yeah, let's see. Let me hop out of here. You can see all my thumbnails. All my video thumbnails. Okay, so today, I'm just sketching the arms and the outfit and stuff. And, so that hopefully by tomorrow I'll be ready to start doing line art. But yeah, as you can see, I'm gonna have like one hand on the hip and one arm up. And the idea for this pose is I want to be able to do different like hand poses, so like a peace sign or like a wavy hand or like a hand out to the side like this. And that way I can emote in different ways during my videos. So yeah. So my punishment is ads. Oh no. Good luck with the ads. You shall be back soon, don't worry. But yeah, so yeah. What was I gonna say? Who knows? I don't know. So how would you know? Yeah. So right now I have just the arms right now, I think. Let me see. I don't know how I want to do this because obviously this hand is always covered by like a sleeve. So I kind of want it to be like loosely on the hip but with a sleeve covering. Back, welcome back. Like kind of like that, something like that. Maybe it'll be over the poofy shirt. That might not be bad. Yeah. Okay. Let me actually, why did I put away my references? I kind of need those. Let me pull one out to the side maybe. Hello? There we go. Let me just like pull this up here, and here we go, just so I have like an outfit reference. The little emojis kill me, I love it. Okay, let me actually put them down here because we're going to be working on the arms. Am I mumbling? I'm mumbling. Okay. Whee! Also today, trying to do a little bit of voice training. Nothing too dramatic, but if you hear me like talking deeper, that's why. What was I gonna say? I don't do a lot of voice training while I talk for extended periods of time. I mostly do it while I'm singing, but I would like to get in the habit of that. So we shall see. Is that too long? No, I think that's right. I think that's good. Okay, I'm home. Welcome back, Sinmaki. There we go. Voice training era, hell yeah. Obviously I'm not perfect at it, and I don't know if I'll be able to maintain it for the whole stream, but, you know, let me adjust. But yeah, cause, I always forget to voice train on stream. I always just, like, pop in and I'm like, oh my god, hi guys! Like, yee, like, oh my god. And that's not the vibe, so, so we're gonna try and do some more chill, some more, low voice Kiri. Low, quote unquote, medium voice Kiri. Let me just, like, I'm already on another layer, why am I, like, scared? But yeah, what was I gonna say? Who knows? I'm, like, all over the place today. It's okay. How do I draw an arm, guys? Oh, the timer. Did I swear? I don't think I swore. Did I win? I'm the best to ever do it. Someone's gonna come back in the VOD and be like, actually, he swore at, 9:52 and no one caught him, so he needs to do 10 push-ups. Okay. I just keep, like, swiveling my screen back and forth. It was on purpose. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Let's just, like, loosely draw this in and see. Why am I struggling? It's just an arm. It's just an arm. Like how? swear I'm an artist. Actually, he swore at 10:52 and needs to do 10 push-ups. Damn it. Oh, he got me. Why am I struggling, genuinely? Hold on. I'm just, like, drawing the same lines over and over again and getting confused. Bruh. Okay, if I want the hand to be kind of, like, here... something like that. And then, we can just draw the elbow out from there. And obviously I will clean up all the overlapping stuff. But, you know, it's a sketch. Let me see. Oh, your device will restart. Please don't. Please do not. Okay, I think that's fine. What the hell, Windows? Yeah, okay. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't talk to myself while voice training a whole lot, and I really should. And it's that thing of, like, you know, I know what I sound like to myself, but I hate listening to recordings of myself, which is funny because I want to be a streamer and content creator. But that means that I don't actually know what I sound like to y'all, so, like, I could sound fairly natural, which is kind of what I'm going for, or I could sound like someone trying to do a man voice, you know what I mean? But we're working on it. Something like this, maybe? Right, that doesn't look bad. It could actually be longer. Here, let's pull this down. Like there, maybe? Like on the hip. And then like... question mark? That's kind of cute. That's not bad. Okay. It's a vibe, it's a vibe. For a second I thought that was my Windows needing an update. Kiri, how could you? Wait, did it pop up on screen for y'all? Or... because that's embarrassing. It shouldn't have. I'm not, like, capturing my screen or anything. That would be concerning, actually. Something like that. I don't know, it's not, like, baggy enough. Man, I wish I had an iPad to have Procreate on. Honestly, I'll be real with you, I asked my parents for an iPad specifically so I could get Procreate, and then I immediately was like, man, this kind of sucks. Like, obviously I use Procreate, like, that's my primary, like, drawing application now, but I used to use IBIS Paint. Yeah, IBIS Paint on a phone is fine. I used to use IBIS Paint on, like, an old, like, I think it was a Samsung tablet. So, honestly, if you have, like, a screen tablet and you can use IBIS Paint, like, the sound was heard. Oh, you guys could hear my windows. Oh, I see. That's funny. Yeah, IBIS Paint on, like, any screen tablet should be fine. And by screen tablet, I don't mean, like, a fancy, like, a Wacom. Like, I literally, like, a Galaxy tab and IBIS Paint. Oh, we got another hydrate. Let's hydrate. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this arm. Something about it does not look... like, the fold looks fine. Like, the bend of the arm looks fine, but, like, the bagginess of the sleeve is not quite right. What is that in my water? The hell? What the... what? Gross. Whatever. Okay, let's hydrate and pretend we didn't see that. Okay. And actually, I do appreciate the hydrates, because voice training does put a strain on your voice. I'm not going super hard on it today, but I can feel a little bit of strain there, so hydrating is probably a good idea. I actually took some, drank some water before stream started, because I was like, oh, my voice is gonna suffer. Let's see. How do I fix this up? It looks pretty cute, but let me see. I think that might not be bad. Something like that. Who knows? It's time to drink water. I personally glue 6 phones together to form the shape of a tablet. You're crazy. Oh, that's funny. No, but yeah, there's so many things that, like, Ibis Paint just high-key does better. And so sometimes when I'm, like, finished with a drawing, I will port it over to Ibis Paint to do, like, final touch-up stuff. I don't want that. Like, outlines, gradients, a lot of the filters that they have on there are just better on, Ibis Paint. Like, high-key. And so, yeah, I don't... Sometimes I wish that I just stuck with Ibis, but Procreate is pretty standard for, like, a lot of digital artists, so that doesn't look great. I think I'll just leave it kind of simple like that. It doesn't look bad. Let me look at the other poses, actually. Here. Like this one. The sleeve is pretty simple there. It's just, like, big. If you have the money for so many phones, buy the tablet. Tablets have been outlawed where I live, sadly. I genuinely can't tell if you're joking. I have to assume that's a joke. I'd stretch my phone into a tablet. It's very flexible. What kind of phone do you have, bro? Hello? What is that? What? Just, you know, the Stretch 9000? Okay, I'm gonna say that's fine. That's pretty cute. Let me touch this one. This doesn't look quite right. Yeah. I think it could still be longer because I'm drawing it as if, like, this is the whole sleeve, but this is the sleeve. So I'm gonna move things down even more because the whole thing is that, like, the sleeve is floppy. It's, like, too long. So let's move it down even more. Maybe I'll, like, tilt the arm just so that hand is actually on the hip. I want to move the length of the sleeve without moving the placement of the hand. Does that make sense? Maybe that's better. Why is my nose running? Why does this always happen? It's the fun thing about the internet, you'll never know when I'm being a funky creature and when I'm not. Well, you're always being a funky creature, you're just sometimes lying. I use the power of emoji so people know I'm silly, or emoticons if it's ugly. Relatable. I hate when I type an emoticon and it automatically changes to an emoji, because, like, sometimes that's not what I'm going for. I think I'm just gonna leave it how it was. I need to stop messing with it. No, but it doesn't look long enough. What the hell? Hold on. Right? It doesn't look long enough. A very stretchy phone? What kind of phone? How do I... Bruh. How do I adjust this? My brain isn't braining. It's like, there's the arm. Like, that's the arm. The arm is fine. I just need the sweater, the cardigan, to, like, fit worse. Because, like, if you look at this, like, this is too short to be the top half of a sleeve. This is okay, but it's still a little short. I think if I just poof it outwards, that might help. Be right back. Okay, see you in a sec. Like if I really emphasize here, like boom, there's like a lot of fabric. Something like that. Oh, that's not bad. And then just kind of bring this part down a little more, maybe. Lying, I prefer headcanoning myself in absurd situations. I think we all do a bit of that, right? Does that look... I feel like it's like... Hold on. This should not be that hard. The tangents are killing me, but it's fine. Yeah. It's just like a lot. It's just a lot. I do like how I brought the elbow down a little more. I think that did help. Like, there, maybe. Yeah. I just don't want to clutter it too much. I feel like it's like a lot of, bumps and detail in the silhouette. That's ultimately not that important. Let me see. Maybe if I, like... what am I going for? Something like that? We'll try it. We'll try it. Let's see how that looks. No. No, I'm gonna leave it kind of like that. We'll see if that stays true or if I mess with it again. Welcome back. But yeah, let's... There we go. And that will be poking over the top of the, this, like, part of the sleeve. Obviously, I'll clean up this sketch before I actually line it, because there's a lot of, like, overlapping lines and stuff. But I just want to make sure that all the individual parts make sense first. I think that's okay. You'll just have a short arm in this pose, I guess. That's the thing, the arm isn't short, the sleeve is short. It's fine. It's fine. I have to... I've been doing that for, like, every single part of this drawing, being like, but is it perfectly proportional to the other sprites? No, but it's fine. Remember, Kiri, if you mess up, just blame some kind of higher power. Yeah, exactly. I'll just blame my programmer who fucked up on my arm. Let's see. Well, maybe don't put your hand there, buddy. Okay. So now let's work on the other arm, and this is actually the important arm, because this is the one that's gonna be, like, emoting and changing with this sprite. So let's make it look nice. It's gonna be kind of like a down and then up with this hand showing. Yeah. So let's figure that out. I think if I draw the cardigan in and work with the sleeve rather than directly the arm, I think I'll do that. As a professional beginner artist, if it looks kind of okay, it's fine and it doesn't need to be fixed. So true. Let me actually flip my canvas. I'm gonna hate this. Oh, he's cute! What the hell? He's actually really cute. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay. This is an abomination. It's okay. But yeah, let me actually draw in the cardigan super quick. So that's the secret to these. I don't always like fully draw the arm underneath. When it comes to like the legs, obviously I do because the shorts don't cover that much. But for the arms, usually I work more with the shape of the sleeve rather than like literally drawing the details of what the arm is doing underneath. Because I deal a lot with like silhouette and shapiness in my art. That's my preference. So, you know. Let me look at the other poses as well and just make sure that I'm not totally off base. Yeah, kind of like around there. Maybe a little lower. Yeah, maybe a little lower. Yeah. And then this is all one shape. And then we have the sleeve hole here. The arm hole. Put it there. Maybe if I figure out where I want the border, then I'll actually know where to place that. Let's see. Something like that. Yeah. Maybe wider. Yahoo! Okay. And then this bumps out. He does not have a gyat, it's just the shape of the sweater. Or he could have a gyat, up to interpretation, but that is the shape of the sweater. Why is it not doing what I want it to do? Hold on. Maybe I need to move this back a little bit. I feel like it's too far out. Far out, dude. Thought I was tweaking, but did he just say the G word? Yeah. Mature stream, guys, mature stream. Let's see. I feel like that's too much of the cardigan showing at the side of it. Yeah, I don't love that. Is it just like... What do I want to do with this? Hold on. Yeah, that's better. And then we'll just throw the sleeve on here, like that, something like that. So if I hide the body, it's like so close to the border. That's my own fault for designing this damn cardigan this way, but yeah, something like that should be good. Yeah, it's still small, but I'm talking about this gap here where like this is the border and this is the bulk of the cardigan. Like, it's a little small, but I think that's pretty accurate to how I drew it here. So honestly, I can't believe Kiri is hiding a body from the police. What the hell? Wait, what did I say? Did I imply something? That's crazy. What are we talking about? Oh my god. Let's see. Maybe lower. I feel like it's sticking out like really high. Oh, but then it doesn't align with the shoulder, so probably not. Okay. so we want it to go down and then up. So I think I should draw the up part first. Denying the truth too, I see. When you guys explain to me what body you're talking about, then maybe I'll confess my sins, because right now I have no idea. Let's see. I'm just referencing here how I drew this. Roughly. And then the hand peeking out. Yeah, because that's gonna be pretty similar to what I'm doing here. Just like more this way. And it'll be the front of the hand. Like this. Something like that. So let's get that placed and figure out what I want to do. Kiri's a tracer confirmed, cancel him. Wait till you find out this whole pose I've been working on is basically traced from a previous pose. Look at this. When I overlay... Oh, it is this one, yeah. When I overlay, you can see, like... It's not as obvious right now, but, like, a lot of this has been traced from the proportions of this, pose, what I call the love pose. Me just trying to figure out, like, okay, does this make sense? Is this correct? The body was, like, directly traced from this. The head shape was, I would do this to, like, check. You can see the similarities. And that is just because I'm, like, trying to make sure that I'm somewhat on model, which is impossible because Kiri is never on model. I honestly should at some point redo, like, do a proper character sheet and redo the sprites to some degree, but I take so long making videos that I don't feel like doing that, because I'm still making new sprites for the original set, so why would I restart everything again, and set myself back 3 years? So, you know, we just deal with the fact that some of his proportions are whack. I hate how slow the chat sends with the Sigma. I see it on my end pretty much immediately, it just takes a couple seconds to show up on stream on your end. Can't believe Kiri's a tracer main, shaking my head. I mean, Tracer's kind of an icon. I stan. What's one of her, like, iconic voice lines? I don't remember. She's, like, British, right? Is that Taff main? I actually know nothing about Overwatch other than that Tracer is cool and gay. Hydrate time! Let's see. There you go. My nose is running. So annoying. Ugh. I feel like it only happens when I stream. Is it just like I'm stressed? Is that what it is? Drink up, lads. Hydrate time. Wait, let me see. Obviously this arm is not in the correct position because I just traced it. Something like, yeah, something a little more up, and then kind of over here, I think is good. I will probably lengthen the arm actually, because like that, like down to the elbow is not long enough. But if I kind of like loosely pose, I guess the arm comes to about here. I'm looking at myself in the mirror really quick. Artist trig. It's not Overwatch? Wait, Tracer is Overwatch, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Okay, something like, yeah, something like that. I'll say that's good. Because I want the hands to be kind of the focus of the pose. So I want it to be kind of like up. Like you can see here in my thumbnail, I have it pretty high. I have it like here. But that's not super natural. I would have to like really lift my arm versus like if I just like casually pose, my hand ends up kind of below my chin level. So if I want it like up in the air, I have to like stick my arm out, which is not the most natural, but if we want to do that for the sake of like dynamic clear posing, we could do that. Taff is from Forsaken. Oh, Tracer is. Okay, so I did get it correct. That's why I was confused. I was like, well, we were talking about Overwatch. Spoken mentioned. Let me see. We could stick out the arm like a little bit and get it up here. Yeah. So in that case, we will just push it over a little bit to compensate for the arm being out. And like I said, we're gonna lengthen this elbow because it is quite short. And it is all crooked right now. So let's move this. And this is obviously just like a really rough trace and reference. Something like that, and then kind of like that. Yeah. Yeah. So let's redraw this on the correct layer. Forspoken, Forsaken, Tomato. I don't think so, bud. Oh, it's actually so light you guys can't see it on stream. I just turned down the opacity. Okay. So in that case, let us be glad. Let us be grateful. Okay. My dad's gonna kill me. Let me see. Oris autism, my autocorrect because of the amount of time I wrote autism instead of Oris is uncool. I mean, sometimes you just have a touch of the tism. It happens. Right, if I do that, and then I, like, connect it. I don't love that, to be honest. Let me take a look, actually, at the pose that I was referencing. What the hell? Okay. So I guess the reason I had it shorter is because of that, but it looks a little odd. I think it's because it's overcompensating for the amount that's sticking out. You saying that reminded me of when my friend told me that everyone is a little bit autistic, and that made me crash out. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm joking as someone who's probably autistic, just for reference, so I'm sorry. I could call myself Oris autism if I ever get diagnosed. Please. That's so good. Hold on, let me figure this out really quick. Let me like... Right? It just doesn't look quite right. Yeah, I'm not super digging that. Do you see how like the sticking out of the arm just looks really odd? Yeah. Oh, that's so not a vibe. What do I do? What do I do? Why am I like in a singing mood? Hello, Ani. I just pronounced out like the Korean word. I don't know how to actually say your name, but hello. I am just trying to solve anatomy and world peace. It's not working. Hold on. It's also because, like, his hand sticks out pretty far from the sleeve. Like, the wrist thing, this thing, comes up a little bit over the hand, but depending on the pose, I push it sometimes. So it does just look like this is a really long wrist before you get to the arm. Let's see. I suffer. Maybe I'll do a second sketch pass. And kind of try to figure this out. I think this needs to be squished more. And then this part is okay, honestly. The top part, it's the bottom part that I'm struggling with. Is it nice to know that love will conquer evil? No, good will conquer evil? It looks like a bunny that was stuffed into an arm sleeve. I also see the bunny. I've been looking at the bunny this whole time being like, no. Okay, I always struggle with, like, drawing the bend of the elbow. This happens to me, like, a lot. And I'm not normally drawing it in a baggy sleeve on top of that, so... Oh, that looks broken as hell. Oh no! The truth we all believe I keep forgetting y'all are listening to, like, actual music, so I'm sure that's clashing so badly with the background music. Is it too loud? Let me turn it down for y'all a little bit. It looks loud. There we go. Server, could I have the eggs bend the elbow? Huh? What? Huh? Ooh. Is that anything? That's low-key not that bad. That's actually not that bad. Wait. I could clean that up. I just want to sing so bad right now. How do I reconcile this? Because I like to do this kind of shape in my elbow bend, but then I also want this kind of shape here, but I don't really want it to go twice, so... maybe I'll just live with it. It looks weird. It looks weird when it does it twice. Because here on this sprite, it's obviously like a straight arm, but I just have 1, 2. As like the whole arm. That could be. Okay. Just like a light little doop. Doop, da, da, doop, da, da. The masculine urge to break out into song. The soprano urge to start belting Wicked is what it truly is. That's what it really is. Okay, let me clean this up because we're getting somewhere now. Something's not right. Maybe? Maybe? Mayhaps? Is that okay? But yeah, I just rewatched the Wicked movie recently, part 1. Because I watched it in theaters when it came out. It was great. I loved it. And then, I wanted to rewatch it on streaming, but you had to pay, like, $20 to watch it. It was like only on certain streaming services, which we had an account, but then you also have to pay $20 on top of, like, just having the streaming service. So I was like, no, that's stupid. I'll just wait until it's available. So it's finally available again. I don't know when that happened, but I saw it and I was like, oh, it's available. So I rewatched it, maybe a week ago. And so I'm just, like, wicked pilled. The music is so good. I was singing along. My mom was probably mad at me. She was probably, like, trying to actually watch the movie, and I was just, like, belting badly. What a wicked business practice. Yeah. What was I gonna say? No. I think if I actually push this out a little bit more, it might look better. Wicked mentioned, yeah. It's so good. I just told my mom that I needed a new computer fast since 2023 because mine is broken and doesn't want to light up anymore, and she asked me if I really need a computer. I would say yes, especially if it's like for school, you definitely need a computer. Saw Hamilton when I was in Downpour City. I don't know where that is, but that was really neat. I also saw Hamilton. That was really nice. I saw it, and I remember, like, my mom was like, oh, I managed to get these tickets, like, we were so lucky, and, it was a fantastic experience. And I also saw Wicked years and years ago in theaters, or, like, on stage. So I've been really, lucky, because the city where I live has, like, a lot of, really accessible and really great musical theater. So I have seen a lot of shows in person, which I'm really grateful for. I should stop being so random. You're fine! I also saw Hamilton last week. My sister is finally liking the musical since the show. That's awesome! I saw Hamilton, like, when it was, like, at the height of popularity. That's why I say, like, oh, I was, like, really lucky to get the tickets. But was it your first time seeing it? You saw it last week? It's a really good show. Oh, because it's, like, in theaters right now, right? Like, it's in, like, movie theaters right now, if I remember correctly. Dungeons lack theaters, so I don't have the option to see a lot of musicals. I see. That's unfortunate, but at least you were able to see some, right? What did y'all think of Hamilton? I really like it. Oh, whoa. That's looking okay, right? Yeah. No, I saw it on Disney Plus, but I saw it IRL that week. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm really glad that they put it on Disney Plus. I hope they do that for more shows. I was gonna say more bootlegs, but obviously they're not bootlegs, they're pro shots. I hope they do that for more pro shots. I know that they put Frozen, the Frozen stage musical, on Disney Plus as well. I saw that as well. It was fantastic. It was specifically the West End version, not the Broadway version. So some of the accents were iffy, but the performances were really good. It happens, you know. Hamilton was probably the highlight of my London trip. I don't know what that says about me. I mean, it says that it's a good show, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. Let me think. Is that why you said, what did you say, like, Downpour City? Now I understand. No, I remember, when I went to London, the rain was, like, so crazy, because it was, like pouring, like, torrential amounts of rain, but then it would stop, right? And so you would just be standing in, like, soaked clothing, like, to the bone, like, freezing cold, standing in soaked clothing, but it would stop raining. And you're like, oh thank God. And so, like, the sun is out, and your clothes start to dry, and just, like, it's literally the second your clothes are dry, it starts pouring again. It's like the universe is playing a joke on you. It's so bad. That's what I remember from my London trip. No, the weather is absurd, actually. Like, when people say that it rains a lot in London, like, they're not joking. Like, it's really bad. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of, like, nice stuff there to do and stuff, but oh God. I wish I could travel to a European country. I've only been to America and Africa. See, I've never been anywhere in Africa. My mom really wants to go at some point. I think that would be cool. I have been lucky enough to go to a couple places in Europe. We like to travel a lot, and it's a really nice, like, cultural experience, so yeah, I did get to go to London, and I have been to a couple places as well in Europe. I know it's not feasible for everyone, but if you get to go, definitely take your time, enjoy it, because I don't know, for me, for my family, we really like learning about the culture, going to museums, and eating lots of good cultural food. So yeah. Whatever eldritch creature controls London took mercy on me as I didn't witness a single drop of rain. How long were you there? Because that's, like, impossible. I think I need to... I can emphasize this one. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Yeah! Oh, that looks so good. Let's see. Yeah. Everything can be exaggerated. Oh yeah, that's teary. Good 5 days and it didn't rain? That's actually insane. You're so lucky. Okay, so... Oh yeah, we're missing the buttons and, like, a couple, like, outfit details, but for the most part, that is the pose done. Obviously missing the hand, but that's because I'm gonna draw the hands on a separate layer in a second here. These goddamn buttons. Not the gun drop buttons! The spacing, this never works out for me. Like that doesn't look too bad. The best place I went was, like, in... I'm not sure how to say that, Gaspésie? But it was so misty. Where is that? Is that in, you said America or Africa? I'm not sure which of the two that would be. Oh, I forgot the other side of the cardigan. Let me draw that in. Let me merge some of this. I think I can merge these. Yeah. Let me figure this out. Alright, I keep turning the wrong layers off. Okay, so I kind of just poked it out on the other side there. Again, it's all about, like, silhouette and shapes and stuff. And then you can see, yeah. Like that. I think that's pretty good. I say as I continue to draw it a million times. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm missing a lot of wings right now. Canada, okay. Gaspésie, yeah, I've never been there, that's cool. It was so misty, that sounds pretty though. I can drive up to London, says Bad Max Lad. Ooh, that's nice. Must be nice to have it just, like, so close. Do you go a lot? I really want to go to the USA. Have you never been? honestly, there's so many different places to pick from in the US, so like, I feel like it could be daunting to plan a trip and just decide on one. Like, there are so many places in the US that I still haven't been and still would love to go. And I live here, so. Yeah, you haven't. Where would you want to go? Do you know yet? Like, do you have any ideas? This is too squished. It was like bad misty, like my memories from this place are in black and white. That's crazy. Something like this. Ugh. Sometimes I just moan and groan and I'm like, I'm making sus noises, but then I can't stop. Let's see. The funny thing about the US is that it's like a gajillion different ecosystems. Yeah, the thing about the US is it's like, I know it's in the name, but I think people don't realize, like, including US people, I'm not saying like, oh, you guys are so ignorant, you don't know anything about our country, like, people in the US don't realize, like, it is literally 50 states, like, as in countries, nations, like, that is what the word state means in the rest of the world. It is literally like 50 little countries, trying to be friends, and so it causes a lot of, like, confusion and like different environments physically and geographically and culturally to kind of clash a lot. And so when people are like, oh yeah, like Americans are all like such and such, like, no, we're actually like all very different and the places that we're from are all very different and it's confusing even for us. So I think it's because of the different terrains. Yeah. Maybe Florida. Oh, there's some nice stuff to do in Florida. Obviously there's like Disney and Universal and stuff if you ever want to go there, but other than that, like mostly nature, like the Florida Keys and like all the alligators and the orange groves and stuff is really pretty down in Florida. Yeah. A posture check. Thank you for the posture check. Here, let me do a little stretch. Let me. Everyone stretch your back. Everyone sit up in your chair. Oh, my nose is all stuffy. What the heck? Florida Man did another silly crime is all that I know from there. Yeah, the thing about Florida Man headlines is that, I don't remember the exact details, but I've heard that it's something like Florida is one of the states where, like, all the arrest reports and stuff are, like, really easily accessible. And so for that reason, it's really easy for, like, clickbait news headlines to be made, because it is real crimes, or, like, real arrests that have happened, but there are probably a lot of similarly silly arrests happening in other states, it's just harder to access publicly. The nature in the US is really nice. Yeah, there's, like, so many nice national parks and stuff, a lot of different, like, environments and animals and things. It's pretty. I never noticed any nature that wasn't any carefully placed tree in a city. I mean, yeah, our cities tend to be very gray and sad, but if you, like, purposefully go out and, like, try to find nature, there's a lot of pretty things. In Germany, you're either someone wearing overalls or a subterranean creature. Okay. I have never been to Germany, so I would not know, but I'll take your word for it. I used to live in Oregon, a lot of really great trees. That sounds pretty. I don't think yeah, I've never been to Oregon. But, sorry, I'm gonna mute and just, like, blow my nose or something. 1 second. yoga lessons? Oh, for the posture check. Sorry, I don't know why my nose is like so bad right now. What was I saying? That, yeah, there's like a lot of nice nature, you just kind of have to look for it. Which, while we're on the topic of travel, I think I mentioned that, last summer I was lucky enough to go to Japan, which was really nice. And one of the things that really stood out to me was like how green everything was, like even in the city, like particularly in Tokyo is what I'm remembering. It's like there were so many trees, so many like green patches, and it was really common that you would be walking in the city in between like buildings and stuff, and then you would turn a corner and there would be a shrine in the middle of the city, and it was just like a patch of green and like an old temple, and it was like really pretty. It was gorgeous, and it was like so relaxing. You were like, you didn't have to run away from the city to like feel connected to the earth. It was so nice. My bad, I gave you my cold. Man, Senmaki, did you not wear a mask when you came to my stream? A good chunk of small towns just have entire forests next to or close to them, which can be pretty neat. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't have anything like that where I am, really. I would have to, like, drive a ways away. I'm in, like, a kind of metropolitan area, so it's pretty coolio that I can just walk 5 minutes and I'm in a park full of trees. Oh, that's nice. We have, like, a little park, like, in our neighborhood that it's, like, managed by the HOA. Excuse me. But it's, like, very, like, it's not man-made, but you know what I mean? Like, it's, they can only have it be so big and with so many trees. So it's not that, like, green. It's something. No more masks anymore. Man, see, you guys got me sick through the screen. Maybe it's because I'm a little cyber cupid and I got a bug. Ha 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 ha. It dies. There's a forest pretty close to me, quite useful. Useful is an interesting choice of words. What is it useful for? Burying bodies? I'm kidding. What am I missing from the outfit design? Is it just the wings right now? I think it's just the wings. And the stripes on this sleeve, but I usually draw those later. Do you cut the forest so you can have some fire? What do you mean useful? That's what I'm saying. She must be from Dirty Dogs. That's what I'm saying. Let me see. Wings. Let me do the wings. Let me do the wings. Here we go. Oh. I'm just tracing this for like size reference, but please. Pleek. Okay, so this one will probably be like hidden behind, but I can have one over here. But I will turn. Let me actually copy and paste so I have the other one. Oh! I hate when Procreate does that. I'm just trying to move it. Okay, that's good placement. And then this one, I will turn and place kind of here. I think that's pretty good. Right? Yeah. Maybe closer. Although I don't want it like too close. I think it's fine at where it is, honestly. Here. Okay. I would never hurt the trees, quote unquote, in a forest. Why is trees in quotation marks? That's scary. I agree. Why is trees in quotation marks? Are you not talking about trees? Oh. Because trees are fake and don't exist. Let it grow, let it grow. See, I can't even remember how Let It Grow goes because I always just remember the let it die, let it die, let it shrivel up and die. I might just like pull it back a little bit. Yeah, I think that's fine. Like all of this will be hidden behind the leg. It'll just be like the implication of the wing. So I think if I do, yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, this pose is a lot more closed off than the other ones, and I didn't consider the placement of the wings first. So that'll be fun. Oh, I love the little top hat. I'm a gentleman. That's cute. You can't reap what you don't sow. It's just one tiny seed, but it's all we really need. See, I would sing along, but I legit don't remember the, the melody line right now. Oh, my tablet's falling. Oh, goodness. Y'all are crazy. Let it die, let it die. Oh, I keep meaning to do that thing where it ducks the music when I speak. I'll have to do that after stream. Someone remind me, but I keep forgetting because I keep looking at the levels and being like, surely that's too loud. And then when I check my VOD, it's gonna be like really quiet actually. It's gonna be so quiet and everyone will be like, music? What music? Oh, thank you for the follow. Let me see, who was that? Lorene T12, thank you for the follow. We also got a follow earlier off stream from SSBM Oro. Thank you for the follow. I don't know if they'll see this VOD. 60 followers. Yeah, I did hit my follower goal. Let me see if I can set up a new one. And if not, I'll do it off stream, but I don't remember how to do it. Is it this one? Manage goals. Hello! How are you? Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for the follow. Here, end goal. Yeah, because we reached the goal. Let's end it. Woohoo! We did it! And then let's set 70. I wish it would do it automatically, but yeah, that's really cool. Thank y'all for following. Sorry for the car. Need to take care of some business. We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, no worries, Oris. Oh, I'm slipping into the... I'm slipping my voice. But yeah, what? Okay. Let me actually just make sure I save, because I've been drawing for a while. How come you have 50 videos? Apparently that is because it counts live streams in the videos count, which kind of bothers me, but yeah, I do not have that many like long form videos, but because I've been streaming a lot, they add up. I noticed that today too. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, let's do some hands and some facial expressions. I will actually separate out the facial features from the rest of the head really quick so that we can sketch some different expressions. So let me do that. Ugh. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's all. I do have a decent amount of videos now, but not 50. Actually, I'll leave the blush marks and the nose alone. Those should be fine. Okay. Kiri is gonna be faceless. Let's see. Okay. What? No. This brush. I like it because I like to sketch a little loosely, but sometimes there's just no control. No control! That is from SpongeBob the Musical. Let's see. Yeah, okay. My speed paints are unwatchable because I'm constantly just flicking between layers, turning them on and off. So, apologies to anyone watching my speed paints ever. I do try to edit them in my videos so they're less flashy, but it is a time. Okay. Let's just... I'm just trying to get all the stuff that's too close to these features. Did I leave the mole in? I did, okay. So I will erase it here. Cool. And then let's just... Oh, that looks so cursed. Grab all of this. Drag it off screen. Do the same for the chin. Oh, he's so cutie patootie. Oh, he's so cutie patootie. Okay, and then let's separate the eyes and mouth. Super quick. And the eyebrows, probably. Although, that's less important. I can do that when I'm lining. I just do that to compare my base layer and my rendering so I can be more proud of myself. Oh, absolutely. But I also do it when I'm, like, not sure that I actually like something. So I, like, go back and forth and try to see if, what is on here that's not erasing? Okay. There we go. So I do it to try and see, like, which version I like better. But it's usually the difference between, like having a single stroke or not. And it's, like, really annoying. Okay, let me really quick separate the eyebrows, and then we will start drawing some expressions and hand poses. Because that's my goal for this stream, is just to get those down. So that tomorrow I can start doing line art. And hopefully have this colored and rendered soon. Okay. Let me see. Looking up. Neutral brows. Surprised. Okay. So I will do a version of this where we are looking at the viewer, like I usually do. Which I finally added a version of that to the love pose, which is what I have in the thumbnail. I went through and did a bunch of updates to existing sprites as well, so I could use those and spice things up. Because things were getting so boring. Voice training who? At this point we've dropped it. So to look at the viewer, it'll be kind of more straight on and down. Maybe a little bit towards the center of his eye. Might end up a little cross-eyed if I do that. Let's see. No, it's not bad. It's kind of cute. Right? Hi! Hello! Let me just flip the canvas. Yeah, that's cute! I'm gonna have to go soon for my practice. My bad. No, you're good! Have a good practice. Let's see. Okay, cool. What mouths do I want on this guy? Because this is gonna be like for a lot of gesturing, explaining things. So I have my surprise mouth. I will probably do like a smiley mouth and a more neutral mouth. Let's see. Something like that. Yeah! Cutie! It's a little skewed. Can we... Oh, cute! I love Kiri. I love Kiri. Do you guys love me? Oh, look at him! I won't buy good luck overthinking. Bye, Sinmaki. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always so nice to have you in the chat. How has the stream only been an hour? I feel like it's been forever. I started early today because, I have a thing at my usual time, or like, I didn't want to run into something if I started at my usual time, but, I was planning to go for longer. I feel like it might end up being a little bit of a shorter stream today, but that's okay. Let's see. Smile. Come on and smile. Let's see, let's do like a frowny mouth. Just like a light lead, not like anything crazy. Oh, that's cute. I didn't even mean to do it skewed that way, but it's kind of cute. Might even like emphasize it a little. That's cute! What the heck? Do you stream often? I try to stream at least once a week, but I'm not super consistent about it. I would like to stream more. I hope that answers your question, I don't know. I stream some art, some gameplay. I've been trying to stream game dev, but that has been complicated lately, so, you know. But yeah, I hope you enjoy and you drop by. We're fully in, like, high-pitched Kiri right now. It does! Yay! Okay. Got a frowny mouth. What other mouths say explaining something? Let me check my notes. I had notes on what I wanted for this pose. Why am I just like trying to think on the spot? Business has been taken— oh! That was my phone. 1 second. I didn't break anything, I promise. Business has been taken care of? What business? What business did you do? I'm scared. Oh my goodness gracious. Sorry. Okay, let me actually find my notes on my phone. Let me like try and reel in the voice, because holy crap, how did we like slide all the way up there so fast? Okay. Suspicious? Yeah, I know, right? Let me find it here. There we go. Okay, so I said surprise mouth, 2 neutral expressions, angry, and smiling. This one is kind of more of like a pensive. It's not really angry, but it is kind of frowny. I think this can be maybe our first neutral expression, and then let's think of a second neutral expression. Kind of this, but less smiley, you know? Or this, but less frowny? Or more frowny? I don't know. Should I look at my other sprites and see? Let me take a look. You guys can look at little thinky Kiri for a second. Let me see. Art. Here we go. So when I talk. Oh, I might do a more smiley mouth. But I don't know. Like, maybe this can be like one of our neutraler mouths, and then we can have like a really excited smiley mouth. Maybe? Making people scared is what I strive to do while you're succeeding. Yeah, maybe we'll treat this as like sort of a neutral mouth. We'll call this small smile. And then let's try and do like a really excited smile. I can tell, yeah. Usually I kind of bring it in a little bit more and take it higher. Can we get much higher? So high. Oh my gosh. Maybe too much. Hello? Jesus. Ah! Something like that. Let me see. It's so silly. Creatura, so true. Hi Zara. How are you today? Here, I can do this better. It's because I'm turning the tablet so that I can't actually see what I'm drawing. Let me... No. I'm good. You? I'm also good. I know you mentioned you wanted to drop by streams more. Is this your first stream of mine, or have you been by before? Now I can't remember. Do I even like this? I hate this. I hate this. Ugh. Oh, to be a gargoyle sitting on top of a dark, scary castle, telling my master that the heroes escaped his trap. Well, I wouldn't want to tell my master that the heroes escaped his trap, because that sounds like he's gonna get mad at me. Second, like third, but lurked mostly in the first and appeared for the last 30 minutes of Sploon. That's right, you were in Sploon. You're so right. I was like, I think I've seen them around in chat. Because I mostly see you in YouTube comments, so that's why I wasn't sure. Something like this. Little snaggletooth gets me sometimes. That's much better, isn't it? So we can maybe move it a little bit down. I just feel like it's like close to the rest of the face in a way that I don't love, but... Sorry, I'm mumbling. Mumblecore. I might tilt it. I think that's what the problem is actually, is that his head is slightly tilted, and I'm drawing all these mouths like straight on. So let's do that. Yeah, I think that should be more natural. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Let me actually move it a little bit this way. Let me compare it to the surprise mouth, because that one I actually did draw and then tilt, so that will be a good reference. Yeah. Yippee! I think that's pretty good. So we'll call that like big smile or like smile. Come on and smile. Okay, that's really cute. I'll keep it like that. This one might need to be tilted. It already is tilted. I kind of just drew it tilted. But we can emphasize that a little more. There we go. Can't believe that Kiri is using mouths to spread straight propaganda. I'm literally tilting them so they're not straight. I don't know what you're talking about. Bad joke, bad joke. Yeah, that's cute. And then I wanted to do an angry mouth, apparently. We have this one, but this is more like, eh. But we can do like a proper angry. Maybe just like, just more dramatic of an expression. I feel like it's just the same, but taller. Maybe if I tilt it this way. Right? I feel like it's the same. It's like the same. Straight propaganda is such a dumb phrase. I need to use it more often. Oh, it's hilarious. I love it. Goober mouths. Yeah. Let me look again at my other expressions and see what I did for Angie. For Angie. Because I did add an angry expression to my default. I think, yeah, I basically just took the frown I already had and added angry eyebrows. So I might do that for this one too, because I don't know that I really need a whole extra mouth for the same thing. Yeah, I don't think it's that drastic of a difference, so I think I will save the space on a whole extra mouth and just use this one, but angry eyebrows, so we can do that. That's cute. It's like a little off, but it's cute. There's something, I don't know what it is. Something is not quite right. Something is not the same. Let me see. I'm just gonna align the, yeah, they're the same size. It should be fine. Okay. Sorry, I'm distracted. You make a new Kiri at the same time. I'm sort of doing the same, updating my GiftTuber's chest area. The perspective has been off for a bit in a weird way, but I made it perfect last night. Oh, nice. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm adding a 4th pose to my roster. I might add a 5th, who knows? I have like a list of a bunch of poses that I have wanted to add, but just haven't had the time to draw. So this is like the most urgent one that I've been wanting to do. But yeah, nice to hear. Always good to do little updates and stuff. I want to get going on my proper Live 2D model next. Here, we're just tilting these a little bit and bringing them in slightly for an angry expression. But I just need to, because I have like the face done, I think, for my Live 2D. I just need to do like the body now, and obviously I don't want to do that, because the fun part is the face. Is that too much? I feel like that's really off balance. Yeah, it's too much. Yeah. I think that looks okay. Yeah. I could even tilt them more. I feel like they're not angry enough. But then I just don't want them to bump into the eyelash here, so... that'll have to be something I work on when I actually, like, draw them. There we go, that's a lot more readable. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot clearer in terms of expression. There we go, okay. Angry brows. Oh, hydrate! Become rageful. Thank you for the hydrate, Oris. Why don't you pop over to Twitch side? Let's see. Ugh. I keep bumping into things. I promise I'm fine. Ugh. There you go. Yippee! I actually needed that water, holy crap. Okay. Did I need any other eyebrows? Not really. Maybe worried? I would like to have a little worried eyebrow, and then I can double that with the smile to do like a nervous look. So maybe I'll do that. And then I don't have a way to do this cleanly in Live 2D unless I just like toggle them. But I like to draw my worried eyebrows basically the upside down of my normal eyebrows, where the pointy part is on the bottom and the straight part is on the top. Tag yourself. So I think for my Live 2D I will just have to tilt what I have, because I don't really have a good way to, like, twist them. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, is there anything I can really do? Like that? They look small. Bad Max hasn't been doing it for a short while now, so somebody has to. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's important to stay hydrated, kids. Should I just flip this one if I'm having so much trouble? It's only a sketch. I can replace it later. The real problem is that it's like what is the word? Like not symmetrical. So that's why it looks weird to me. But that should be good. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Worried brows, and then we can combine that with this mouth, but also with this mouth, and do like a cute little yeah, well I might move those eyebrows up a little bit. They look kind of low for my taste. There we go. Yeah, maybe not this one. That's the problem, is they're like all, asymmetrical. That's a cute little emoji. That can't be right. Just like a little bit, and then what can I do? Well, it's just close. It just is close. Okay. Cool. So then we have... should I do closed eyes? I don't really think I need closed eyes. Eyebrows, eyes, and mouths. Oh, what I did say... Oh, let me check my notes, but I'm pretty sure I said I would do a winky expression. I did say I would do a closed eye smile. Should I do a wink or a closed eye? I think closed eye is more versatile. I can just use it more. But a wink is cute. Because what I was planning to do is, when I have the hand, I'm gonna have, like, different versions of the hand, so it'll point with 1, 2, and 3 fingers. And I figured if I use the pointing with 2, I could combine it with, like, a cute expression to do, like, a peace sign. So I could do just closed eyes, like teehee, or it could be a peace sign with a wink. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's do looking at viewer. And then let's try a wink, and if I don't like it, then I can just close both eyes. Actually, I don't need to duplicate it, I just need to use it as a reference. Something like that. That's a good placement, yeah. Let me, oh, I almost, I almost showed something on stream. This one. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah. And then let me check. Yeah. Okay, I did a cute thing that I don't want to forget to do. Where when I close my eyes in my default pose, the eyebrows also come down a little bit. You can see it when I blink in my PNGTuber model. I think it's really cute. So I will probably keep that. Can't forget to be cute. Yeah. So I could try this with, like, one open eye. And just erase this one. Oh, that's cute! I really like that. I think I'll do that. But since I'm only closing one eye, I don't think I'll bring the eyebrow down because then it'll be kind of awkward. Or I could. I don't know. Let me see. Neutral brows. Wink brows. And I'll just bring one down. A little bit. Not too much, but just like that. Maybe even a little more. And that way when he winks, it's like... Is that too much? Why does it keep doing that? Hello? There we go. So you're a left eye winker, I see. I mean right eye, damn it. I just picked a side. I think it looks good on that side. Damn, while I'm reworking my 30 outfits on mine, I should steal that. Your eyebrow trick is mine. I hope you do steal it. I think it's really cute. Because, like, if you think about it, when you close your eyes, like, your eyebrows kind of scrunch a little bit. Or they can. And I think it just, like, emphasizes the movement. I think it's really cute. So I think I'll do that. Oh, look at him! Guys, I love Kiri. Did you guys know that I love Kiri? I'm, like, actually tearing up. He's so cute. What the fuck? Okay, I'm still missing wings. I am still missing wings, believe it or not. Let me throw those on. I'm very forgetful, can you tell? Self-love goes a long way. Tee! He's just so cutie patootie. I should pull up the original sketch to see like the full length of the wings, but I think it'll be okay. Because obviously they're like partially hidden here, but I think it'll be about the same amount showing, so it should be fine. If I, just loosely define that there. I'll kind of poke out here, but I can tilt it just so it shows more. You see how it's like not really... I would rather have it sideways. I feel like that's way too tilted. But then it's gonna run into the arm, so I don't know what that's gonna look like. Like if I do... I think it's something like this is generally the shape. Don't remember to be self-neutral every now and then. Trust me, buddy, that's every day. Yeah, I feel like that's awkward. I would rather have it like going this way. I just have to be careful of the... Did I spit? I just have to be careful of like the way that it interacts with this arm. But I would not hate it if I did something like this, maybe? That's not bad. It's like a little too low though. Maybe more like this. And then just be mindful of that sleeve. I don't hate that. Technically the tip of the wing should be like there, so if I do that, I could get away with it being like slightly tilted here. I don't dislike that. Come on. Car outside. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad, actually. That's not bad. It's a little further to the side than the reference, but not by much. Oh, he's so cute. What the heck? And then let's just flip this sucker. I was gonna say a different word. Honestly, low-key, I could just leave it like that. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah! I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Yeah. Okay, anyways. The craziest thing about your viz is that not only do you use Python, you raw code without an engine. I mean, I guess Pygame is kind of an engine, and that's crazy. I'm so new to coding that I'm not sure what's surprising about that. I mean, I do use an engine. I just, like, I code and then I check my work by opening the program. Is that what you mean? RenPy, like, when I use a VS Code, I don't know when the last time I showed my coding on screen was, but I did not have this plugin that I now have that checks that your code actually works in RenPy, and that has been so helpful. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I mean, RenPy does have Pygame compatibility, so some people use Pygame in the RenPy projects. What was I saying? But now I have this thing in VS Code that it, like, highlights things, certain colors so that you can see, like, I keep running over cables, sorry. Okay. That it checks to make sure that your code actually works, basically, and, like, that you have the right number of parentheses and quotation marks and stuff so that it doesn't, like, bleed out into the rest of your code and mess things up. So that has been massively helpful because that was something that I had to, like, check by eye before, and now the VS Code, like, tells me, like, hey, you have an error. So that's been a big help. But besides that, yeah, I basically just kind of, like, come up with ideas, and I'm like, how could I code this? Oh, I think I could do it this way, and then I test it, and if it doesn't work, I cry. So I do make, like, little, prototypes a lot, where I'm just kind of, like, testing ideas and seeing if the things that I know how to do in RenPy are sufficient. Which sometimes they're not, but it's fine. It's fine. Like the other day, I cry too, that's because my C# code is incomprehensible. It's fine. What was I gonna say? Oh, the other day on Blue Sky, I made a post being like, oh, I love making prototypes instead of working on my actual projects. And that's because I got the hankering to make, like, a virtual escape room. And so I spent, like, a whole day, like, prototyping how that would work and trying to make it work. Because I had the idea, but I was like, I'm not positive, like, all the details. Excuse me. So sorry. Because I knew I wanted to do basically, like, a point-and-click system like Hexen House, but, I wanted to be able to, like, use items on other items and stuff like that, and I wanted to be able to have, like, items that disappear once you pick them up, or, things like that. And I also, in my research, I was like, I'm sure that the way that I'm generating image buttons to use in my point and click is, like, nonsense, so I'm gonna check how other people do it. And I found a Reddit post where someone detailed, like, this is how I made my point and click game in RenPy, and that was really cool, so I used that system. Basically, like, I was planning to use, like, object classes, but then I started using object classes and using the example from Reddit, and they didn't work together, and so I was, like, overcomplicating things and making things not work. But basically they were, like, defining a screen and then calling, like, using that screen within another screen, but they would say, like, for every item in this list, use this screen, and that was something I didn't even think to do. And so then you could create lists with all the, like, point and click objects that you wanted to create, and, like, all their, like, details and, like, variables and stuff, and then you could tell the current room, use this script within a screen to create an image button with those details. It was really cool. So that way it's, like, more efficient than just, like, hard coding the image buttons into the screen directly. Yeah, so that was really fun to figure out, and I would like to make that point and click game at some point, like that escape room game. I am so obsessed with the idea of making an escape room, but I have so many projects right now. I have 3 personal projects going instead of any work on a main one. Absolutely, like, my main one right now supposedly is the fan game that I just explained in my latest video, but basically what's up with that one is, like, all the coding is basically done. Like, there's a couple things that, like, oh, it needs polish, or, like, oh, like, I don't have the assets that I'm planning to use, so I'll need to clean up the coding once I have those finished. But like the basic coding of that is done. So I'm just working on writing it, and once I've written it, I'll also do the art. So like I have it outlined, like I know everything that happens in the game. I just need to like sit down and write it, and it's kind of like my writer brain is like not working for that game. So it should be easy. It's just a creative block, so that's kind of where I'm at with that, and I keep having other ideas for other games. So I'm like, ooh, but what if I made a prototype for this? I have no idea what any of those words in that order mean. My knowledge on coding only exists to using Scratch back in middle school. Honestly, I've never tried Scratch, but I've heard so many people being like, oh yeah, my first experience with programming was Scratch. I think that's so cool. I think it's cool that it's like accessible to kids to learn to code, even like basic stuff. But yeah, I never got to try it. Basically, what did I even just explain? I was explaining the image buttons and screens. So in RenPy, screens can be a lot of things, but in this case, it kind of is used to define a function, and then you can use that function with any set of variables that you give it. So basically what it is like, I made a list of defined items that I want to be in a point-and-click room, like an environment, and then I plug the variables from that list into the screen, and the screen does all the work for me to turn those items into clickable buttons on the screen, if that makes sense. My projects were traumatizing according to my IT teacher. Oh my god, what kind of stuff did you make? Was it like... was it just scary, or was it like spaghetti code? I'ma throw stuff at the wall, C# Godot coder, lol. Yeah, relatable. I definitely like, I have a friend who their girlfriend is like a proper programmer, like she wants to work as a programmer, and they watched one of my game jam videos together. I think it was the Hexen House one, and they told me like their girlfriend literally asked them like, please skip this programming section because I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Because like I said in my video, and this is just how my brain works. I coded for like 3 or 4 days, and then I tested if the project would run. Which is horrible, but it's horrible, but that's just how I code. It's so bad. I'm not trying to convert you, just yapping, but GD scripts in Godot is allegedly very identical to Python. I really want to learn Godot. I keep saying, like, my next project will be a rhythm game in Godot. I don't know if it'll be my next project, but, like, my next main project, quote-unquote. I'm planning to do a rhythm game in Godot, and I really want to learn it. And I also want to do, I have an idea for, like, a little RPG, like, top-down RPG that I would love to do in Godot. But I just haven't sat down to learn it because I still have so many RenPy projects first. But yeah, I do want to learn it because it seems like very versatile. You can make a lot of different kinds of games in it easily, versus like RenPy is really geared towards visual novels, obviously, so there's only so much you can do in it. But yeah, so I do want to learn. I'm a Godot nerd, not too good, but I could show you what I know. Heck yeah. When I get around to learning it, I might ask for some tips. On my current project, I got bored and worked on it backwards. I couldn't test any of the code at the start because the start wasn't done to trigger the parts I was working on. That's so relatable though. I often code things like, not quote unquote out of order, but I try to code like what is it called, an MVP, like minimum viable product, but like even more minimum of like, when I was prototyping the escape room, like I didn't prototype like a room with 30 objects. I prototype literally like one object that never goes away and one object that you can pick up and use on the first object. And that's all I did. And obviously I also had to prototype like an inventory system so that I could use the object. But like, I haven't programmed I haven't written the start of the game. I haven't programmed like what those objects lead to, the puzzles that you can solve or anything. I just wanted to make sure, like, do the mechanics work? And that's it, you know? So sometimes my prototypes only make sense to me. Apparently, according to my IT teacher, I always did too much than what was asked of me. Dude, that's so relatable. I actually got a flashback to, I think this was in like middle school. I did like a little programming like beginner's course. Very short. I don't even remember what program we used, but it was like a little short course just to teach you like the idea of how to make video games. And there was this one assignment we had where it was like you have to make like a bouncing ball that bounces against like the walls of the room, and there are like different tiles that have different effects. And the teacher came around to check our work and be like, okay, like show me your project. And I was like, if I was making a game, wouldn't it be so funny if the tiles had different effects but you couldn't tell which ones were what, so they all had the same like sprite art? And so my teacher was like, wait, you were supposed to do like different tiles. I was like, I did. I'm just evil and I don't want my players to know what's coming for them. So it was just like random, like you wouldn't know what was happening until your little ball started like freaking out. No, I'm a big like overachiever when it comes to game dev. Like, I'm always like, oh, but what if I added this? What if I added this? What if I did art? What if I added 1.5 million sprites? Like for my fan game, I decided I was gonna do layered images for the sprites so that I can do 2 body poses, and then for one of the body poses, 2 head poses, and then like 3 hand poses for each of the body poses. Like, it's ridiculous. It's not necessary at all. All of that plus like all the different expressions. But there's no reason to do any of that. I was just like, wouldn't this be so fun? Yo, Whammon drawing? Hate to break it to you, I'm not a Whammon and there's not a Whammon on the screen, but we are drawing. Yo, what's up, X Sparky? Let's see, what did you say, Zara? I do have a project where I'm learning base game dev stuff. I plan mainly on doing N64 stuff because it's my 3D art style. That's cool. I do the 2D too. And been slowly filling that project with knowledge I'm learning for it. Oh, I wanted my OC drawn? Oh! I'm just drawing my, my sprites for YouTube, but, you know, maybe I could do, like, OC requests one day if y'all want. That could be fun. No Whammon, silly. Yeah, it's okay. But... Yo, N64, that's cool. I recently started PNGTubing. Oh, nice! That's fun. I do really recommend it for people, because I feel like so many people are like, oh, I want to be a VTuber, I'm gonna spend $5,000 on a new model, and then they've never streamed before. So I think PNGTubing is really fun for people to get into it and see, like, test streaming, see what they like about it. So minus 500 aura moment. No, you're good, you're good. Welcome in. Mine was free? What, like a model was free? Or like a PNGTuber was free? Because I feel like a PNGTuber being free could be more reasonable. Like more, believable. Also, I did do SM64 ROM hacking of it. No projects released. That's cool. I would not even know where to begin. I also, for some reason, did the sprites myself, despite not being an artist, being advised to use the sprites that Scratch gave to you. Everything, bro, even my in-game skins of her. Damn. Did you do, like, MS Paint art, Boris? That's really funny. I have seen people doing, like, honestly really cool projects in Scratch with, like, cool, 2D hand-drawn art. Sorry. So there's, like, a lot you can do with it, honestly. Let me figure out what I want to do with this hand. Hold on. I might need to stretch this out more, but... Right? Like, if I have, like, a thumb... Oh, broken. Bro, for real, she's a baddie with 2010s aesthetic. Hell yeah. Honestly, that sounds really fun. Sorry. Because here I did the hand like that. I have drawn the hand poking out. Oh, it's in the default pose. Here. I drew, okay. Comes over the wrist and then the thumb is like there. Yeah, okay. I think the hard part is gonna be drawing like a peace sign with the thumb folded over. That's gonna be annoying. Kiri has very ruffable hair. You're not wrong. It's like very fluffy, like layered. I like drawing it. Can I shameless plug Softer? You got Discord? I prefer not to share my Discord like on stream, but if you want to like DM me on like Twitter, Blue Sky, stuff like that, I can totally share. Rufferable? No, I think I guess ruffle is the word that we're using. How would you... Ruffleable? Ruffleable? But were you just looking to plug like your PNGTuber or what's up? Ruffleable? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, what do you stream? He's so cute! Okay, let me figure this out. So, I'm gonna draw like a basic hand first. I think that'll be easier. I say and then proceed to not know how to draw. Okay. I'm gonna trace this and then twist it and extrapolate from there. Hello? Oh my god. Why can I not even trace right now? Holy crap. Another example, oh, let me see, sorry. I have an alt channel where I play Identity V. I might even stream it a bit too. Nice. Another example, we were told to just make a simple quiz game with maximum 5 questions. I added 4 different routes, changing dialogue based on the answers and changing end screens. Sounds like you just want to make a visual novel. Actually, can I plug my Discord server? I think I'd prefer you not, but thank you for asking. Just cause, like, I haven't watched your content or anything, so I don't know what kind of stuff you got going on your server, but yeah. Okay, that's kind of... I also don't even know if you can send links in chat without it breaking, so... I want to make a visual novel, but I don't want to draw that much. I do draw. That's so relatable, like... I love to draw, but it's also kind of a pain sometimes, just because, like, I love to draw, but then I make myself draw too much. Teehee. Okay, that's something like that. This is all broken, but I'm gonna redraw it, don't worry. Oop, ad time. Have fun with your ads. Sorry. Okay, let's do this. Oh, oh my. Oh my. And then, oh, this is my chance to show off a little mole. This doesn't get shown off much. Kiri has a little mole on the palm of his hand there. Cause so do I. Yeah, no, I just don't feel great, like, endorsing a Discord server that I have no knowledge of, so that's why I hope you understand. Do I normally? Bruh, that's too bad. No, I'm just trying to keep people safe, you know? Nothing against you in particular, it's just, I don't want people to come in here and start spamming, like, self-promo and links and stuff, unless I know them particularly well. Make fire content. Well, you know, if you want to plug your stream, let us know where you stream, maybe we'll check you out, and then, anyone who likes it, they can hop on your Discord. I love to write and then I don't write. Exactly! This is broken. This is, like, not correct. It's almost there, but it's not correct. I think I just need this stuff to be bigger. Like, something here is not right. Like that, yeah. Okay. And I might even... Stretchy? Stretchy? Hello chat, if y'all play DVD interested in asymmetrical 1v4s, you can check out or search Sparky Exclusives IDV. You heard them. So, feel free to check it out, y'all. I personally know nothing about Dead by Daylight, but hope y'all enjoy. Sounds like a fun time. The fingers are too, like, short and fat. Maybe I just need this to be, like, here. Hands are a struggle, as they are for many artists. It's not called procrastination, it's called, let me think of something later. Peace, bros. See you later, Sparky. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, wait, that's better, for sure. So let's, like, bring these down. Yeah, I just, you know, I'm not trying to be mean to anyone, but also, like, if I don't know you, I'm not gonna be like, yes, please send your links. That's all. I feel like that's a pretty reasonable boundary to set. Man, that went from terrible hand to, like, really decent, actually. That's my purse. I don't know you. Wait, I can do better. I can do better. That's my purse. I don't know you. That's normal, yeah? Okay, I'm glad y'all think so. Sometimes people just hop into random streams to be like, I want to share my stuff. And it's like, maybe other people are cool with that. I'm trying to do my own thing. That's my purse. I don't know you. How does it, what is the cadence? There's something in the I don't know you that I'm not quite getting, but I don't remember exactly how the clip goes. Also this. Yeah, it's nasally. You. It's because it's King of the Hill, right? It's like a very southern accent. If you give me a second, I could try and do an accent. It slips a lot. Ooh, it's bad today. No, it's not happening today. But That's one of my favorite accents to do, is like a real good Texas Southern accent. It's pretty bad today. It's not quite right. There's something not right about that boy. Yeah, it's Bobby from King of the Hill. Yeah. I don't know you. Something like that. Meh. Meh. Okay, that hand's looking mighty fine, I would, if I say so myself. Yeah. I'll say that's good. Something ain't right. Let me see. I think that's good. Open hand. Little tappies. I mean, that's like going into a supermarket and then asking if you can promote your own supermarket at the checkout. It's a funny analogy. I mean, you would be surprised at like the small business owners, quote unquote, that try and go to other stores and be like, but what if you sell my products? Like, I've heard so many stories of that happening. Either like, going to restaurants or like even supermarkets and being like, hey, I make food, you should sell my homemade packaged food that is not approved by the FDA. It doesn't have a nutrition label or anything. You should sell my stuff. That's what they used to call me back in school. What a quote-unquote small business owner. And then I've also heard stories of people like going to a Barnes & Noble and being like, I'm a self-published author, you should sell my books. It doesn't have an ISBN number, I bound it at home, but you should sell it here at your chain bookstore. Like, obviously no shade to self-published authors, love you guys, but there is a process. There is fully a process to that stuff. It's legal stuff that you kind of need to pay attention to. So, yeah. I know you're joking, but that is legit what some people think they can just walk in and do. And it kills me. Something ain't right. I feel like low-key this foot does not line up, does it? Shoot, I think I already merged it, but this foot doesn't look right. Let me just like nudge it. Because if that's where the leg goes, you see how like the foot just kind of breaks. That. I think that could work. Maybe. The back doesn't line up now, which is not great. There we go, there we go. Right, I think that looks better. I have a hard time imagining that happening outside the US. I totally agree. I admire the courage though. Yeah, it takes a certain kind of courage is a nice word for it. Audacity, I guess. To go into a place of work and just be like, but what about me? Raw stupidity or pure courage? Yeah, exactly. The thing about bravery, the thing about courage, sometimes it's misplaced. Still admirable, but, yeah, I think that's better. Okay, why is there... Hello? What the heck? There's just like a stray pixel here or something? There we go. Do Kiri's shoes squeak like SpongeBob? Maybe? I wouldn't know because he doesn't walk a lot. He floats mostly. I kind of want them to now. I feel like they could either squeak like SpongeBob or they could do, you know, like when you walk on like water and there's like that pretty like ripple effect. I feel like that would be really pretty. If it's like he's in a cyberspace and he kind of like walks and there's like rippling, that would be cool. But most likely it would just be like honk. That's a really funny visual. I'm happy that you brought that up. Black and green code Kiri. Ooh, that'd be kind of fire. I have been thinking of doing a video where I just design like alternate outfits and forms for Kiri. I do have an idea for like a Halloween-y, like quote unquote evil Kiri, but maybe like a dark code, like virus Kiri would be fun too. I kind of like that. Right now my ideas are shrimp, Halloween, and Jester from the other day when we were talking about clowns and Jester VTubers and how much I love them and why am I not one? Ooh, we could do like a Matrix Kiri. Jester, that's me! Yeah, that is you! I love Jester designs so much. Wojak face. It's like SpongeBob pointing at the screen like, that's me! Gary, that's me! Shrimp? Yeah! Cupid boy in his squeaking shoes. If you really want to promote something, you need to go up on a rooftop and throw your product at people passing by in the street. Oh my god. I mean, it'll for sure catch their attention, right? Yeah, shrimp because... Okay, so there's like a bit of a backstory, like a little bit of context. If y'all are not in the Vocaloid community, right? I was getting stuff on my Twitter feed from the Vocaloid community because, Jamie Page is, a really popular Vocaloid producer. I love their music. And, they were set to headline a Vocaloid tour, which is super cool. Except that, like, days before the tour was set to happen, I think it's Krypton Future Media, I think is the name of the company, announced that they forgot to get Jamie's visa and so they would no longer be headlining the tour. And that's so fucking embarrassing for them. And so I was like, man, that sucks. Let me go listen to some Jamie Page music, because I love their music. And the way that I was introduced to Jamie Page, like one of my favorite songs from them, is Ebi Chahan. In parentheses, you're telling me a shrimp fried this rice, which is a song inspired by the shrimp miku design that was really popular during one of the miku designing events that happens annually. That design did not win, but it was like super popular, and it's little Miku with like shrimp pigtails, and she's like a chef, and she's so adorable. And so that song is Shrimp Miku singing about cooking you a little meal. And I was like, it would be so cute if I covered that song. I love that song so much. And then I was like, wait, what if I draw Shrimp Kiri? And then I was like, wait, the little pink thing in my hair, do you see like in my bangs a little pink streak? It could be a little curled up shrimp. It'd be so cute. A little shrimp tail. In the last couple of minutes, could you give a Victorian child a stroke? Oh, absolutely. $5 shrimp special. Only from the sketch have I noticed you have a save floppy on your sweater. Yeah, I do! I have, sorry, that was embarrassing. I have a little save, a floppy disk, and it has a heart in it. Because I'm cutie patootie like that. I love it. It's actually a little too far to the side of this drawing. I'll have to push it. I was gonna ask about the hair thing like an hour ago. A whittle heart. Yeah. Yeah, the hair thing, it's is very simplified in this style that I draw him in for the sprites, but it is supposed to be like a streak essentially coming from the hair part, which is the way that I've drawn it more in the Live 2D model. But it's in the shape of like a wing, because all its hair is like very wing shaped. Because I keep it. But I think that'll be really fun to manipulate for different like outfits and stuff. Sorry. Jester gotta be my favorite gender. Same. It's me, I'm the Victorian child. Poor Unnie is probably confused. Sorry. That's why I said like a little context for the shrimp thing. It was a lot of context. But yeah, go support Jamie Page. Their music is awesome. Since then they made several songs, but I think one of their most recent ones is Bird Brain with Kasane Teto, and I know that one's really popular. Sorry for saying that like a gaijin. But Kasane Teto. I only have one emote with my Jester on it, and it might be too weird for here. Weird how? Question mark. Because if it's like not safe for work, maybe don't. But, oh, my throat and my nose and everything is congested. Am I actually getting sick, or is this just, like, stream jitters? I genuinely can't tell. Oh, I'm gonna have to wrap stream soon, that's right. That's why I started early. But... maybe in, like, 10-15 minutes? A little not safe for work, yeah, because it's a safe workplace. Yeah, I'm an adult and I swear a lot, but I also don't, like, show, like, explicit stuff, so... yeah. Thanks for understanding. Oh, you know, this just occurred to me. When he closes his eye, the mole should come up. So I will fix that. Trust that I will fix that. Oh, I'm getting hungry, actually. There we go, and then we will erase it from here. So that way... oh no! Did I merge it with the... I merged it with it being low opacity. No! Okay. Sorry, quick side quest. Okay, so now when he winks, the mole comes up. Yay! Okay. Anyways. We gotta hydrate from Oris Grease. Sorry, I was not paying attention. Let me hydrate. But we did get a good amount done, considering it's only been 2.5 hours. So, all I really wanted was to get the sketch done today. Is it just me or does this thermos smell weird? Ugh. I ask as if you guys can smell it through the screen. But yeah, maybe I'll try and do one more hand pose and then I'll wrap. Let's see. I'm gonna try and use this as kind of like a reference base, but we're gonna fold the hand. Okay, I'm just like holding my other hand up for reference. It's kind of like a... I've never drawn thumbs like this. There's like a... like that. What the heck? Is it just me? My brother in Christ, this is a stream. Well, yeah, but you could still tell me if it smells. Why don't you just suck it up? I've never drawn a thumb like this. This is like too realistic, I think. looks bizarre. Something like that. Oh, that's so weird. I hate it. I really hate it. No, I could smell it too. Definitely weird. Thank you, Ani, for confirming. I'll have to wash that thermos. Hyper-realistic Kiri. Yeah, this is too much. Oh, the wagging tail is cute. That's fun. Okay, let me actually duplicate this hand and just edit it, I think. Because I want to keep... If I do 3 fingers, I want them to spread. I don't want them together like that. So I will probably redraw this finger, but I will keep these 2. So I will draw the 3 fingers and then edit it down to 1 and 2 after. And then let's edit this thumb. Usually when I draw thumbs, it's just like that. Like just across. I think that's better. Yeah. Yeah. And then... Oh, I meant to put the... There we go. The little mole. And then let's add a 3rd finger. Yeah. Something like that. And then the pinky folded, which it's folded but is not even touching the thumb, which it should, right? But it's okay. Oh, there we go. I don't normally draw thumb or like fingernails on Kiri, right? Yeah. I think that would be too much detail, but in my like full illustrative work, sometimes I'll do like a little, yeah, that's not it. Okay, cool. And then this one I can edit down to 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There we go. What do you think? You said there are 3 things I hate about you. Your face, your clothes, and your voice. Okay, I think we're gonna wrap there. So I'm glad I started when I did, because that was good timing. Yippee! Ugh, let's do a good stretch. No one hydrated, or no one redeemed posture check, but let's posture check anyway. Everyone sit up, everyone stretch. It's been a good 2.5 hours. Thank you for joining me. We got some good work done. Kiri's turning out really cute. So I'm excited to use this sprite in my future videos, so that it's not the same 3 poses over and over again. Yippee! Yay! Can't believe that Kiri personally hates me. I do. Anyways, bye stream! No, I'm kidding. No, here are 3 things I love about you. You specifically, or Screed. The fact that you kill people and hide their bodies in the woods. The fact that you overachieve in Scratch. And, probably your face, but I don't know, I haven't seen it, so, eh. Oh, sorry, did you get nightbotted? Oh, just for, cute little emotes. Sorry about that. You're all good. Okay. But yeah, so I think that's it. I'm gonna go. I'm I could keep streaming. I want to keep streaming, but I do have to go because I have stuff to do. So, sorry to abandon y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I might stream again tomorrow. Heavy on the might, but we'll see. But I started working, so I have a schedule now. So now I know for sure when I can and can't stream. So hopefully things will be a little easier for me to schedule with y'all and get to streaming. Bye, Annie. That first one is only alleged. Sure. We'll go with that. Okay, I'm gonna head out. Bye, y'all. Thank you. See you next time.